What's up, guys? Brandon Hunter here, and
Welcome back.
This is the episode that everybody's been looking forward to. This is what everybody wants to hear about. The Ohio buck that he killed last year. He was an absolute giant. So let's just start off from the very beginning. When did you very first see this deer on trail camera? Because you got some really good pictures of him in velvet.
So, first of all, that velvet picture, it's not ours. We didn't get that velvet picture until after I killed him. The landowner seen him, was like, hey, I know that deer. He's buddies with the guy, I believe, to the north of us. And he said, my buddy up there's got him on trail camera in like April, May, whenever it was. I said, all right, well, let me get those pictures too. So that's how we ended up with those velvet pictures. We never had any pictures of him until probably August, September, somewhere around there. And as soon as we seen him, we knew exactly who he was because we had pictures of him the year before, and he was on the management list right then and there.
He was a coal already.
He absolutely. He was when he was 2-year-old. I'm guessing 2-year-old. It was questionable what he was going to be. He was kind of funky looking, had some width to him, no tine length. So obviously we're going to give him another year because up there we managed for 4.5 or older.
Yeah.
And then he come up. We're guessing him at 3.5. Still the same. He got real wide again, even wider than he was the year before. But still no tine length, just real funky looking. And me and all the guys, we just all agreed, yeah, he's going on the management list. We ended up, like we talked about in the last episode, we had 4 or 5 management bucks on the property that year.
Yeah.
We had just as many shooters till we had a drought, but we've already talked about that.
Yeah.
So we get up there. Hold on, let me back up. So I'm going through showing my wife all these pictures, like, you know, we got this shooter, and these are the management deer. And when he came up, I told my wife, I said, if I'm going up there to kill a management deer, that's going to be the one I shoot. No doubt about it. He's real wide, he's real funky looking, he's going to look cool.
He's got some big mass.
Oh yeah, he does. Mass he's got.
Yeah.
And he's got, the trail camera picture, we didn't notice till I killed him. He's got a bunch of real funky stuff going on at his bases. I mean, little kickers coming out the backside, all kinds of stuff going on his bases. Which, I mean, all in all, he's a really cool deer. He just wasn't ever going to be, you know, what everybody goes to Ohio for. He wasn't ever going to be that. So, we had him and another buck. We called him the club buck, which on one side, he was just would have been a perfect 8-point. But on this side, I mean, it just looked like a baseball bat with a little crab claw. I mean, a smaller than my hand crab claw on the end of it. So, I mean, it just looked like an old caveman club coming out the other side of his head. I passed that deer 3 times. I had him anywhere between 40 to 18 yards. I passed him 3 times.
I'd have stuck him.
That's you telling you, come on. but I told myself, you know, the amount of money we spend for Ohio is.
Oh, yeah.
We spend the money. And I told myself if I was spending all this money, it's my only buck tag, because Ohio's a 1-buck state, whether you're a resident or not. But all this money's coming out of pocket. If I'm going to shoot a management deer, that's the buck I'm going to kill.
Yeah.
So I passed this club buck a couple times. Never seen him the whole time I was up there. So we get there November 5th, hang out at my buddy Travis's for the night, watch the election. Excuse me. And then November 6th, first morning. And they're all-day sits.
Yeah.
You're in there before the sun comes up, and you don't get down till dark. You pack your lunch, do whatever you got to do, but it's an all-day sit. So we get up there, November 6th. I'm hunting at the very far south of the property, at the very back of like a 10, 15-acre cut cornfield. And as soon as the sun comes up, breaks daylight, I pull out my black rack, and I just crack them. And just go ahead and start at it. We're going to see what's going on. And within 10 minutes of me hitting the extinguisher, I had 4 different bucks in the field coming to check it out. None of them were shooters. They're all, 2-year-old, 3-year-olds. One of them was very borderline.
He was pushing.
Yeah, if I didn't know what I was looking for up there, if we hadn't already spent the time, he's not a shooter, he's not old enough. I mean, he was just a big, beautiful 8-point. But, I mean, he's 3.5.
Yeah.
And he'll be a shooter this year for sure. But this past year, he was not. So I got some good footage of him, bunch of smaller bucks that come in, hitting the scrape. Never seen any of the shooters that night. And then, so I get back to the house, get some dinner, shower, go to bed. November 7th, same stand. This is just a straight north wind in my face. Like we talked about before, clothes I was wearing before, I like to froze. So shout out Huntworth once again. Yeah, I like to froze my tail off. Straight north wind in my face, 10, 15 mile an hour all day long, non-stop. I had my bibs, my vest, insulated socks on, jacket, the whole 9 yards, and I like to froze. And basically it was the same thing in that spot. A bunch of small does, smaller bucks. I had a couple good does in there. If I had 2 tags, which I will have this year. But if I had 2 tags when I was hunting up there, I probably would have stuck me a doe. I mean, there was a bunch of 150 plus does walking around in there.
Yeah.
Smaller bucks coming in. And I believe it was the morning of the 7th, my second morning, that I had 2 coyotes come in, but they never come into bow range. And after those coyotes come in, the field basically cleared until the last hour and a half of daylight. And mind you, this is all they sit.
Yeah.
So from 9 o'clock in the morning till what time does it get dark that time of year?
6 o'clock.
Yeah, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I didn't see shit. And them coyotes come in. I didn't see shit. So get back in there, November 8th. This is when it gets interesting. So bear with me, guys. November 8th. Actually, it was the only shooter that we had left on the property after the drought. And it was still borderline. Well, based on the criteria that we agreed to, he was a shooter buck. He's a big 6x5. He's 4.5 years old. But Travis, when he helps us manage everything up there, he's like, that's your next year. He gets to 5, that's your maybe 170. He gets to 6, that's maybe your 200. He's got the genetics.
Yeah.
He's 4 years old. He's a 6x5 sitting at 150 inches now. So he's kind of on the fence about us killing him, but we've all agreed 4.5 or better. That's what we kill up there.
Yep.
So he comes in. It's real quiet that morning. Hit the black rack a little bit, hit the extinguisher, same thing. Smaller bucks coming in, checking everything out, hitting scrapes, and does just kind of piddling around. They're eating mostly in the cut corn. They're not really paying the bucks any attention. I watched a little 2-year-old get blown at by a doe, and that was funny. This big mama doe, he come in there and he was pushing, he was doing all he could do, and she just, and he just kind of, all right, like a dog when a dog gets in trouble, peeing in the house, whatever. That's exactly what he did. Turn around and walked off. Never seen that deer.
Yeah, tuck tail run.
But
Mama said no.
Yep. So if I'm sitting in the stand, looking straight across this big cornfield, to my left, there's a big bedding area. I mean, a massive bedding. It's not on our property. It's on a neighboring property. But they're all bedding to the left and to the right of me. But come out of here, I heard a whole bunch going on for a minute. Now, mind you, this is probably when it starts 40, 50 yards away from me. So already out of bow range. They come out, and this doe, I mean, she is running for her life. Comes out and is running away from me. Going straight down the edge of the cornfield, all the way down. And here he comes right behind her. Nose down. I mean, he is dogging her. He is giving it all he's got. Chases her all the way down this field, and they cut right back in. That was earlier that morning. Never seen nothing else worth talking about the rest of the day. So back behind me, there's a little ditch, and it comes up into a winter wheat field. At the time, it's winter wheat. About that high, green.
Pretty.
Oh, yeah. Pretty as it can be. So I'm just sitting there kind of hanging around, looking, playing with the black rack, hitting the extinguisher, a little bit of black widow. And I catch a couple does out the corner of my eye back over here, over my shoulder in the green field. And I turn around and look, the 6x5 and another massive 8-point, probably at least 5-year-old deer. Never had him on camera. Both of them are in this green field pushing does. It's them 2 bucks and like 8 or 9 different does sitting back in there. So Mind you, I've got a north wind blowing right in my face, and they're blowing right back over me, straight behind me where these deer are at. So, shout out Setting Crusher, love you to death, because them deer never knew I was there. So I'm sitting there, and I turn all the way around in the stand, and I'm in a ladder stand, I'm not in a lock-on, so I couldn't get my camera and everything turned around, and the timber back behind me in this little ditch row between where I'm sitting and this other field, it's so thick, the camera I had at the time wasn't focused on him anyway. So I turned around, and he's probably 60 yards at this time. Both these bucks at one point get within 60 yards of me, but they're down through the ditch and through the timber. I can see through the timber, but you can't shoot through it.
No.
So I sit there, I just, Brack, one good time on the extinguisher, and he just, real quick, he was ready. And I had like an hour of shooting light left whenever all this happens. So the big 6x5, I'm watching him, he's pushing does around. His big 8-point, he gets on a doe and he pushes her into the timber. So, and at this point, after all this goes down, they just kind of peter off, and I figured my night was done. I've got like 5-10 minutes at best left of shooting light. And next thing I know, there just comes a doe running right in front of me, probably 15 yards. And she's not really running, she's more like a trot. And she stops, kind of looks around, and then just starts feeding in the field. Here he comes right behind me. That big 6x5. He's coming. He's going to walk right in front of me. He's following this doe 15 yards. I've got him dead to rights. So I draw back, waiting. He stops right in front of me. And as soon as I do, he kind of gets skittish and looks up at me like that. As soon as I release, he does that number right there, straight over his back. Missed him, clean miss, which if I'm a miss, that's how I want to do. I want a clean miss. I will take a clean miss all day long before I do a bad shot on a deer. Yeah. I don't like it. Anyway, so the doe don't even blow. They both just kind of, what just happened, and then went on about their business. So I missed him clear as day, 15 yards. It was fully dark. Or I waited until it was fully dark. I got down, checked my arrow, and it's clean. I ain't got nothing but dirt and corn cobs on it.
There you go.
So I'm like, all right, it's a clean miss. He continued to live because we had camera pictures of him all the way until February when we quit changing the batteries. So he made it. I have no idea what he's going to be this year. He might go up, might go down. Don't know. We'll see. So, now we're coming into the last morning of the hunt, which is November 9th. Yeah, November 9th. Wind switches. So I'm not going back there anymore. On this property, we have 2 big box blinds that sit over roughly half-acre food plots. And once, maybe twice a year, if we're going to go into the late season, if we don't feel tags during the rut, Travis goes in and you want to talk about a corn pie?
I've seen it. It is a corn mountain.
There's roughly 1,200 pounds of corn, all shelled, and it gets split between 2 top.
Poof.
On one dump.
Dump truck loads.
So there's,
it's a lot of corn.
Yeah, there's 700 pounds of shelled corn dumped in one, and there was 500 pounds of corn dumped in the other. And they're on opposite ends of the farm. So I'm on the same end of the farm, still on the south side of the farm, but the wind switches. So now I go get in this box blind. Same thing I did the first morning. As soon as daylight cracks real good, where I can see the entire food plot clear and I can shoot, crack the black rack. And I went at it on this black rack. It's my last morning. I know these bucks are here. I haven't seen the Crazy 8, which is the management deer.
Yeah.
That's what we called him. Haven't seen the Crazy 8 the whole time I've been here. I know he's on camera. So I'm going to just give it all I got. I'm grunting, doe bleats, hitting the black rack, and just let it be quiet. 10 minutes. Straight in front of me, coming into the food plot. Didn't even pick up my binoculars. As soon as I seen all this with no time length coming through the timber, I grabbed my bow. I knew exactly who it was. It's the last morning, you about to get it. He comes in, walks straight, looking up at the blind for a minute, and nibbles in the food plot. And he comes in, and we got a big scrape tree that the old cedar, and we hung some limbs off of it, sitting at exactly 40 yards in his food plot. He comes in, turns perfect broadside, and he's just sitting there messing in the scrape tree, eating the corn, doing whatever. And I'm ranging, he's at 42. Now, mind you, I just missed a 6x5 less than 12 hours ago with 15 yards.
Yeah.
And this crazy 8 is sitting at 42.
Chip shot, baby.
I roll it in, draw back, click on the Garmin, 42. Okay, we're good. He ain't paying me a lick of time. I've got all the time in the world. I just let her go, just like that, never flinched. And you just watch it sail. And it sticks. It's a little back, but it just buries right there.
You can hear it in the video.
Oh, yeah.
He
buckles
slaps.
and he just takes off into the timber. So I'm sitting there, I'm freaking out. That's my first deer ever in Ohio.
That's my first Ohio deer ever, baby. Let's go.
By far the biggest buck I've ever killed in my life. So I'm sitting there, I'm texting all the guys that I'm up there hunting with. Big buck down, da-da-da-da. Get on the FaceTime with my wife, and we're sitting in a box blind, or I'm sitting in a box blind. I've still got the camera rolling. I'm sitting there, I'm FaceTiming the wife, talking to her about him, telling her the whole story. And then I seen something moving, so I looked. There's Coyote. He's coming in the same trail that buck did. And I just made this shot. So I told my wife, I said, hold on 1 second. Sat the camera like that on one of the walls so she could still see me. Knocked another arrow, drew back, and waited. That coyote stopped at the same exact spot I just shot this buck. But he's facing me straight on. So I sent another arrow downrange. As soon as I clicked that release, he went to go turn. And when he did, it caught him like right here in his chest, all the way through, and it come out the backside. He carried the whole arrow with him, and he was spraying blood all the way through that food plot. So killed the coyote. Walked out of there that morning with 2 arrows missing out of my quiver, both of them covered in blood.
Yep.
And that's a good feeling.
It is.
And you start texting all your buddies back home. I talked to you and Jake and my dad. He was hunting at the opposite end of the farm. And I said, I'm going to just go back to the truck. You know, you'll sit. Don't worry about getting out right now. Da, 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 da. He texted me and said, all right, I'm going to sit until lunch. And then I'll get down and we'll go find your deer. I said, all right, that's cool. 10 minutes later, my dad come on. He said, "Boy, I couldn't wait no more. Let's go look." I said, all right. So we go, get on the side-by-side, drive down there.
Hole in your lip?
I had a hole in my lip, man. Listen, it's been a long day. If y'all ain't noticed, I'm in my work uniform.
It
I
has
just
been a
worked
long day.
12 and a half hours and come straight here to do this video. But,
So cold beer is well deserved right now.
so we get down there. We got blood almost immediately. It's not great blood, but we got blood. It's real dark, but there's some spots that are kind of light with a little bit of bubbles in it. It's kind of going back and forth. We tracked for probably 50 yards. The blood was real hit and miss. At this point, I didn't give a shit about a coyote. I did not care. I wanted to find this deer.
Yeah.
And got to looking, got to talking about it. Like I said, we went probably 50 or so yards and went back and looked at the footage. I was a little bit further back than what I thought I was. I know I got lung because there's a little bit of bubbles in there.
You can hear it when it pops.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was deflated. But it was far enough back, I was getting a lot more liver than I was lung, blood-wise. So, and like I said, this is our last day to hunt. My dad still got he's still got to hunt the evening. Brett was up there with us. He still got to hunt in the evening. So it's all right, we're going to back out. You guys will hunt this evening. And then we'll come back and look for him again tonight.
Yeah.
That's what we did. We backed out. I went and sat with my dad. I filmed him a little bit. That real pretty 8-point that was kind of borderline on shooter or not. He showed up. But we had him at 12 yards. He was from me to my truck. And he's just looking around. But see, that wind switched.
Yeah.
So we were sitting in a little pop-up blind on the opposite end of the field. It only been there for a few days. It'd been there for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So they're still unsure about it. He got, like I said, 12, 15 yards. And he just caught the right glance at that pop-up blind. And he never come in range, turned around and went the other way. So Dad didn't kill nothing. Brett didn't kill nothing. We got back on the trail. And we're losing blood quick. It's dark. I'm getting worried. I'm about to start crying worried. Like, I've got the shot on film.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a perfect double lung, but I mean, it's lung liver.
Yeah.
And it's been, at this point, probably 10, 11 hours. Like, this deer should be dead. But, so we sit there, and we're grid searching, trying to find blood. So, we're sitting there, and I start walking around, and just trying to find some kind of sign, some kind of blood. And I just stopped, man, and I prayed. I said, if it's your will for me to find this deer, please let me find this deer. And about that time, the wind hit me right in the face, and I could smell it. I knew exactly what it was, too. I mean, I worked at the deer processor long enough in high school. I know deer guts when I smell them.
Yep.
As soon as that wind hit me in the face, I just, like a damn hound, I went straight for it. Cut the light on, and probably another 40 yards, I could see him laid up against the tree. I didn't say nothing. I didn't make a sound. I whistled, told my dad to come here for a minute. So he walked over to where I was. We were probably 40, 50 yards apart this way from where I was to where my dad was. And still grid searching. I called my dad. I said, come here for a minute. He said, you found blood? And I said, yeah, come here. And about the time he got over, I shined the light up there on him. I said, what's that right there? And we walked up to him, and I said, the only deer we've ever killed have been here in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And the only time, other than when I shot him, the only time anybody's seen this deer is on trail camera. So we don't really have anything to compare it to. And we get up there to him, and just how wide he is, and the sheer size of the deer up there compared to down here. My dad starts laughing. He said, "Bo, you shot the wrong fucking deer." This thing's a giant. You shot the wrong deer. So I'm like, oh shit. I started looking back at the trail camera pictures. I'm like, no, he's got this kicker there, and he's got his bent right here. I was like, no, this is him. I know I killed the right deer. And we get to looking at it. Dad sitting there looking at him. He's like, he's a lot fucking bigger than I thought he was. I was like, me too. So anyway, we start hugging it out, and Brett finally shows up, and we start hugging and hoo-hawing around, and we found him. And the whole, what I smelled, he'd been dead for hours. He was dead that morning. Coyotes got to him first.
Yeah.
So I killed one of them coyotes that morning. I guess they got their payback. So we take all the pictures. We get him drug out. Me and my dad's about to monkey by the time we get him out of here. And did not field dress this deer because the coyotes had done got into him. I mean, from that last rib all the way back, there was nothing.
Yeah.
Them coyotes got to him bad. We get him loaded up in the truck, take him to the processor up there. They go ahead and start skinning him out and all that good stuff. And I asked processor straight up, I was like, listen, would you eat this deer? This is how we found him, da-da-da-da-da. He starts skinning him back. He said, you see all this number right in here? He said, I wouldn't put this on my table. I said, okay, that's all I need to know. I said, we're going to cape him. I hate it. It didn't go to waste. For me, it did. For my family, it did. But for the coyotes and, you know, anything else inside of Mother Nature that would have benefited from that deer had I not shot him or had I not found him, looking at it that way, he did not go to waste.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's not in my freezer, it went to waste. So it's kind of a double-edged sword on that. But we got him caped out. He's at the taxidermist up in Ohio right now. And yeah, hopefully when we go back in November, I'll get to pick him up.
I can't wait to put hands on him. I'm ready to see him.
I'm telling you, he's...
I mean, I know the pictures ain't going to do it justice. None whatsoever.
Yeah, he's a giant. He's by far the biggest deer I've ever killed. And what's crazy about it is he's one of the management bucks.
Yeah. So how, from the shot to where you found him, how far did he actually go?
150 yards at the most. By the way, the crow flies 150 yards. But after we found him, my dad, while we were taking pictures and ODNR, everything's on the app.
Yeah.
There's no physical tag anymore. So while I'm sitting there doing all my stuff on the app, registering the harvest and everything for this buck, my dad's got to looking around. He's like, we should have found more blood. So my dad starts backtracking. From where we found the deer, what ended up happening was probably 50 or so, 50, 60 yards or so back from where he was, where we had our last blood. where we started grid searching straight out, this deer took an immediate 90 degree run. I don't know, probably 80, 100 yards this way, and then cut back again. It was, I don't know why he did it.
Funky.
Maybe that coyote I shot a little bit after him got in there and jumped him up. I don't know. But we had good blood, then we had nothing. And then when we found him, outside of what the coyote's damage done, I hit him exactly where I thought I did, back of the lung and in the liver.
Yeah.
So, I mean, letting him rest or letting him lay that day was probably the best choice I could have made. Just playing it safe, but at the same time, he was dead before lunch.
Did y'all think it was just a straight liver shot, or you knew right off you'd hit lung?
At the initial shot, oh, I thought I smoked him. I thought the way he buckled up and took off running, I thought I smoked him. And then we went back and looked at the footage, and like, oh, it's a little bit further back than what I thought it was. Which is why, I mean, if you don't do what we do, you don't ever post it anywhere. You don't have to buy all the cameras. You don't have to do all this. But I highly recommend, if you're a bow hunter, use your phone, do whatever, film the shots. It makes a big difference in your recovery. Because you can go back, your adrenaline's pumping, oh, I smoked him, da-da-da-da-da. No, you hit him back, he's in the liver, he needs 8 to 12 hours.
Yeah.
It's just another tool. I mean, you don't have to post it nowhere. You can delete it when you're done. But it's just a big tool to help you with your tracking.
Yeah.
So
Nothing else, get you one of the painted arrow mounts, throw it on the front of your bow just to record the shot.
oh yeah, they're great. And after that, you can delete it. You ain't got to record nothing.
Yeah. You ain't got to be like us and go out there and show everybody.
No.
Unless you want to.
Yeah, I mean, and you can send them to us. I'll sit there and I'll
wanna
see
it
all day long. Bring it.
We want to see it, so if you record it, just send it to us because we love this stuff.
But yeah, I can't remember the fella's name, and I'm not gonna say it wrong on here, and then be butchered for it later. But got us doing the taxidermy up there. I mean, he is world known, multiple awards. He's done multiple world-class deer, and yeah, he's done some good work.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. So, yep, that's the Ohio deer.
We got a bunch of good pictures and video that you sent me.
Yep.
I'm just ready to put hands on them. Like, mass-wise at his bases, how big do you say they are? I mean, they look like they're like...
Yeah, I mean, he's close to a beer can.
Yeah.
He's close, base-wise. But he's real wide. And he carries that mass all the way around. But he has no tine length at all. Like, the longest tine on that deer might be 6 inches.
What was that, G2? Might be 6 inches?
No, this was one of the... Probably, I want to say it was a G3 on his right side. I can't remember for sure. I'd have to go back and look at a picture.
He's non-typical, right?
Technically, yeah, but...
That's just because he's had all that junk around
Yeah,
his face.
you got all... But see, technically, you want to look at the score and stuff. I mean, he doesn't have enough junk to be considered a non-typical. I think is how that works. I don't know. I don't score deer. I don't score any of my deer. So I don't really know how that works. I don't know if it'd be considered a non-typical or not. But, I mean, he does have some junk. I think it's the G2 or the G3 on his left side. Everything else kind of goes out like this, like a normal deer, but that one kicked back this way. And then had another little smaller kicker off of his base. I mean, he had a little bit of junk everywhere. But I don't know if it's enough for him to be a non-typical. He's just a funky looking deer.
So we didn't score, like you said, you don't score none of your deer?
No, I've scored one deer my entire life, and I will more than, unless I kill one that, you know, everybody's saying he could go 200, he can go 200, da-da-da-da, I'll probably never score another deer. I scored one deer here at home, and there's 2 reasons I'll score deer. One, I don't want to get into the gross and net argument with anybody. Nets are for fish. Fuck you if you don't like it. Just saying. But 2, so I was, God, this has been 5-6 years ago now. I killed a good buck here at home, and I killed him using my granddaddy's shotgun not too long after my granddaddy's passed away. I've talked about it a little bit on here before.
Yeah.
And at the time, not spending any time in Ohio, not really getting into what mature deer actually look. At this time, I was just going in just to kill deer.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing. He's by far the biggest buck I've ever killed in my life, and I had him scored. I'm thinking, this is a 120, 125 inch deer. No. He come back 111 inches even. But still, down here, he's a good deer.
That's a good deer.
He's a pretty deer. He's on my wall in the living room. I will forever be proud of that deer. But see, having that in my mind of this is what I think he scores, and in the reality of it, this is what he actually scored, it almost, I guess for a lack of better terms, took away from the deer a little bit. And I didn't like how it made me feel, especially after I killed that deer with my granddaddy's gun and how excited I was about it.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the deer doesn't deserve that either.
No.
So it did not do the deer any justice for me to score it and then it not be what I thought it was, and it would take away from the deer. I didn't like that feeling. The deer didn't deserve it, and since then I've never scored a deer. I didn't score that buck in Ohio, and like I said, unless the taxidermist or somebody who does that for a living tells me that I got almost 200-inch deer, I probably won't score another deer in my life for that reason right there alone.
Well, I haven't killed one worth scoring yet, so
He's coming.
it's coming.
Looking at your trail camera pictures, he is coming.
I don't know. It's been kind of quiet lately, but there's a pile.
That's because
of
it's
does.
8 o'clock at 8:30 at night and it's 90 degrees outside.
There's a pile of does walking around. I got the twins on camera this morning walking around.
Well, you keep
They're
them.
bushwhacking right now. I mean, they're just
Are they?
They're everywhere in that cut down. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 moultries on that cut down now. I went in there and just spreaded the web, baby. And yeah, they're sporadic in there all day, but you can tell that they're just bobbing around, feeding, bedding, getting up, feeding a little bit, and they'll hit. I mean, all the spots.
Yeah.
And they're just moseying around in there.
I just kind of nitpicking right now.
Yeah.
They really got nothing going on.
But the fawns are huge.
Still got spots.
Yep, still got spots, but they are. You can tell they've been eating good. They are some tater hogs.
It's that foggy book, man.
Yeah.
They're keeping them fat. Oh, speaking of foggy book. So, I leave Saturday morning for vacation.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to work for another 10 days.
Rub it in,
But-
why don't you?
Hey. But, so I'm out of my wicked mix at the farm. We just went and seeded the food plots.
Yep.
Well, they haven't greened up yet, and I've got too much to do before I leave Saturday morning. So I've got 1 dead moultrie and 2 food plots that I'm waiting to green up that I've just been putting my wicked mix in until they green up, and I don't have time to go fix either one of those problems. So we're not going to have anything on my trail cameras for probably at least a week.
Ooh.
Unless,
So it's going to be like Christmas morning whenever them cameras come back up.
but well, see, there's only 1 camera that's dead, and the one that's dead is the one that's not on a food source. It's the one at the big scrape down by
Yep.
the water. So when that one dies, unless they're in there actively looking in these food plots waiting on it to green up, I ain't got nothing until I get back from vacation. I just don't have time.
Yeah.
I've got 2 yards I got to cut grass in tomorrow. Oh, what is that struggle, man?
Oh, I know. I got
Family
to cut grass,
vacations. God, they suck. I'm just kidding.
too. Especially when you go into Florida.
Man, I'm trying to get my deer right, and I got to go to Florida.
Boo-hoo.
I know, it sucks.
You going to see the mouse down there, or y'all ain't going to see Mickey?
Hell no, I can't afford that crap. We are blue-collar bow hunters. I cannot afford to go see Mickey Mouse. We're going to see dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, 'cause while we're down there, Tucker, he'll turn 5 while we're in Florida. So, and he's real
That's
big.
going to be fun.
Yeah, he's real big into dinosaurs and stuff right now. And they've got, I can't remember what it's called, but not far from where we're staying. I think it's like 20 or 30 minutes away. They've got, it's almost like a little amusement park type deal thing. But they've got life-size replicas of all different kinds of dinosaurs everywhere, and food, and like a little park and all kinds of stuff going. So we're going to take him to do that.
That's going to be fun. That's
Yeah,
gonna be a
but
lot
for
of
the
fun.
rest of the time, I'm going to be sitting by a pool or sitting on a beach and drinking rum. That's what I'm going to do.
Vacation, baby.
Yeah, I am vacationing. So,
Well, we've got a list of things coming up. We've got the PD Deer Classic, which is where the outdoor classic that's come back. This is the first time in 5 years that our hometown Florence did an outdoor show. We're super excited about that. It's July 25th, 26th, and 27th.
yep.
So if y'all can, come on out. There's going to be a lot of vendors out there. We're going to be out there walking around, so come out there and give us a shout out. I know we'll be hanging out at the Whitetails Unlimited booth for a little bit.
Yeah, and then a couple weeks after that, we've got the Whitetails Unlimited banquet here also.
Yep. And we're really excited about that. Can't wait to get in there and have some fun, brush some elbows with some people, and get our name out there.
Oh, yeah.
And we still have the Rack Max giveaway going on. So guys, make sure you go to episode 2 and make sure you're following Foggy Buck on Facebook. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel that you're watching now, and comment on that video done once you get to everything, once you get them 2 done, and you'll be entered in the drawing. The drawing ends July 31st. We're going to pick out of whoever comments on that video. So make sure you head on over there and get that done, and please subscribe, follow, hit the little bell so you get notified whenever we put new stuff up.
Yep. Podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcast.
Yeah, we haven't.
Listen, we're there.
We haven't announced it yet. We haven't put it anywhere. Well, I kind of did a little sneak on Facebook the other day, but I don't know who all seen it. But the Wicked Podcast is up, and we're going to be recording just podcast stuff. All of our videos get posted to the podcast. So they're on there. So if you don't want to go to YouTube and watch our videos, you can listen to them in the car, or listen to them at work, or listen to them whenever. But we're going to do just strictly podcast stuff on there with no video. So we'll be getting into that probably whenever he gets back from vacation.
If you're down, if we want to start pushing these things out, especially the podcast side, because outside of, actually getting together and doing it with work and everything, I mean, I don't see why we couldn't. While I'm in Florida, we've got some rainy days. I can take 30 minutes. I can take an hour. We can get on a phone call.
Yeah.
We can do another episode.
Yeah.
We can do another podcast.
Yeah, that'd be pretty easy.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just pulling audio, so it ain't that bad.
That's why it'd be a lot easier on your end.
Yeah.
When it comes to the video editing, all the computer stuff, this is the man.
And not the man, because
Hunter does not do any of that.
I'm still learning as I go.
I cannot. I show up, I talk shit, and I drink beer. I can't do none of that. But I can kill deer. I can do that.
Yeah, he's got a 1-up, 2-up on that on me.
Yeah, but
we're even on the coyotes.
Yeah, we're even on the coyotes. We're getting there. But yeah, y'all check us out. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you guys get them, we're there. Give us a rating and review. It'd mean a lot to us.
It's the Wicked Podcast. So, same logo as of right now, but I got some more logos in the works. Supposed to be getting worked on. Hadn't told you about that.
Yeah, where's this coming from?
I'm trying. Well, my sister does all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to take our logo and where it's just look like a doe head in the center. I'm gonna see if she can put some antlers in it.
Okay.
Just to see, but
just play with it a little bit.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks and I ain't heard nothing. So, I think I got it kind of pushed on the back burner. I think she's making pins and bracelets right now.
Well, that shirt, the new shirt.
Yeah.
We had that done in like an hour.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And I've got to get some more of them because them are some pretty cool shirts.
Yeah, I've been telling my shirt lady, aka my wife, to get the ball rolling, but she also does that for money. Like she has customers and stuff outside of us. So when it comes to stuff like that, I've got to make all these people shirts because they paid me for them. So takes a little bit longer, but if she ain't got nothing going on, yeah, she's doing the wicked
Hot off
stuff.
the press, baby.
Oh yeah, right then and there. But yeah, that's where we're at, man. Brad, I know you've been waiting on it.
Waiting to see all the pictures, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'm just ready to. I want to see this dude.
I'm telling you, bro, he is outside of your shoulders. You hold him right here, he's outside his shoulders.
I'm ready to see it.
Even coming out outside his shoulders. So.
Yeah,
that's him.
Well, guys, I appreciate everybody watching, and like we said, make sure you check out episode 2 so you can get on the giveaway. Go check out the podcast because it's up and running, brand new. And, yeah, we're going to be doing some podcasts probably next week while you're on vacation now that you mention it.
Yeah, you can give me a call. I can do 30 minutes, hour. If we got a rainy day, hell, I could probably do 2 hours. I mean, whatever you want to do.
We'll figure it out and play it by ear like always.
Yeah, we can
As you can see, we're losing light and it's still 90 degrees out here.
88.
88.
88.
By the Garmin, it's 88. I mean, just a little bit cooler.
Yeah, it's 840, 88 degrees. Probably still 90% humidity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of enjoying the gnats because they're giving me a little bit of air blowing around.
Yeah, it is nice. They're keeping the sweat out my eyes.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody watching. Make sure to tune in next time, and y'all stay wicked.